Well, unlike physics, which works on these fundamental questions of the universe, politics is constantly in turmoil, and so in a lot of ways our discipline has changed a lot, especially as new technologies have enabled us to use data more aggressively and more extensively. But the way I would talk about my department and how it has changed is the fact that it's changed dramatically. When I arrived here, James March, a sociologist and organizational theorist, had already been the dean of the School of Social Sciences. He had a very revolutionary idea of how social sciences should operate at a university. There should be no departments, no disciplinary boundaries, highly quantitative studies and analysis of the big questions. People should be allowed to just follow their own interests, almost unrestrained by any rules or any organizational order. So we were an experiment. I was hired by a committee of people from the school that just came together because they felt like coming in and listening to this job candidate. There was one political scientist in the room, and the other people were from all these other disciplines. And the key was I interesting? And if I was very interesting, that group would say, let's hire him. So when I arrived, there's no department. There's just this free-flowing set of people in our school. Curriculum was non-existent in the sense that every quarter, every term, each faculty member would decide to teach whatever they felt like teaching, give it a name, give it a description, and throw it out there. There was no coordination, there was no disciplinary coherence, and it was very exciting, but also very chaotic. And so eventually, over the course of 50 years, the faculty in the school became much more organized. First we were groups of affiliated faculty, then we were programs, and eventually in the late 80s we finally departmentalized, and there was something called the Department of Political Science. So it was crazy.